The latest news, Anderson, surrounds that national park in South Dakota and its official Twitter account. It sent out a series of tweets about climate change today that could be seen as defying President Trump. One of the tweets read, quote, today the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is higher than at any other time in the last 650,000 years, hashtag climate. Now, not necessarily the kind of tweet that the new president might endorse. Trump once called climate change a hoax invented by the Chinese. Well, we should say that that tweet was up for just a few hours before they were deleted. Democrats then quickly came out to criticize the move. DNC press secretary saying in a statement that Vladimir Putin would be proud. Of course, as you mentioned, this all comes after the Trump administration asked the Department of Interior to temporarily stop tweeting. That was after they retweeted those images that compare the crowd sizes of Barack Obama's inauguration to Donald Trump.
So why were these tweets deleted? Do we know? I mean, was it from the administration or what?
So at this point, it literally is a mystery. We reached out to the park. They have not returned CNN's call. So it really remains unclear. Was this something that the administration told them that they had to do, similar to what we saw at the Department of Interior? That at this point is unknown, Anderson.
All right, Renee Marsh, thanks very much. More to discuss.
Battle from the Badlands. That's going to be the great.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, how many people follow the Twitter account of the Badlands National Park? Who knew about this?
I was trying to find it.
Right. Yeah, many more now. I know. Van, I mean, you're a Democrat. Are you concerned about this? The Democrats certainly were.
Yeah, they're my tweets. No, listen. This is actually serious stuff, and I'm glad we're going to talk about it. You're starting to see a pattern now. Usually there's a sense, well, you have your political appointees and there's a political direction that's set, but the civil servants, the people who are just the B team, they're going to be there. They were there before you got there. They'll be there after you're gone. They just do their job. They don't get interfered with on basic facts and data. For us to be in day 5 or something, and we're already down to like the social media intern is getting bossed around from the White House, is what it looks like. That's frightening and it's wrong-headed. You gotta let the facts speak for themselves, and you don't want this kind of stuff going on. Jeff?
The Badlands National Park, let me just repeat this for my friend Van, is a park. It doesn't tweet, right? People tweet.
Yes, fine.
Right.
And they tweet the whole time.
Now, my point here is, and we saw this with the intelligence community, and I said at the time we're going to see this from other bureaucracies. These civil servants, lots of them belong to unions which endorsed the Democratic Party candidates for president or
wait. Are you saying it's not a fact that the carbon dioxide load is greater than spin? Is it a fact or not a fact?
Van, what I'm saying to you is these people work for the President of the United States, whomever that may be. And God forbid that in the Obama administration, some rogue person out there in the administration tweeted something that was totally different than the administration's policy.
The administration's policy is to deny that there's the facts, the science, and math?
Specifics of the policy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that you believe that the president of the United States has a policy against facts?
Stay away from the particulars of the issue. The issue is, do civil servants, are they politicized? Are they?
But isn't the carbon in the atmosphere is not a political thing?
What if it's the Department of Housing and Urban Development if they do this? What if it's the intelligence community?
If they put out facts?
I know I protected you when you worked for me in the White House, but I promise you in the bureaucracy, which I spent many years, there's plenty of political people on both sides of the aisle, and they are very active and they care very deeply about their issues. And I promise you in the EPA and other places like that, those people are probably more active. One of the dangers always in the new administration is, and I used to always sort of train the secretaries, don't go out and get captured by the natives. You go out there, you know nothing, and all of a sudden they take care of you, and 2 weeks later they come back.
You can't possibly defend.
Tweets in the Badlands? I'm not defending the.
That's what I'm saying. You're one of the greatest people in American politics. You cannot possibly think that it is great for the Republican Party or for a new administration to be out here deleting tweets that only put out facts. It's not saying, climate change is real. It's just facts.
Maybe they're putting out alternatives.
I think there are a lot bigger issues to deal with, and I think the reality is that what I've learned from the last couple days here, I made a decision a long time ago. I never want to be a press secretary, and having watched this poor soul up there the last 2 days get the crap knocked out of him, I definitely know that's
I mean, I guess the question though, Jeff, is do people who work at the Badlands Park? You said they work for the president. Don't they work for the American people? And doesn't the president work for the American people?
Sure, but
it's
the
not a
president,
corporation.
No, but the president, whomever the president is their boss. He runs the executive branch. They're in the executive branch, and no matter who, I would say this, I would defend President Obama.
So
if there was some rogue conservative out there
what's
who
wrong?
was sending out it. Because it's there, whoever it is.
It's a fact.
Again, the park
here's
is not
when you would be right. Let me tell you where you'd be right and why you're wrong. You would be right if somebody tweeted and said, this amount of carbon's in the atmosphere and it is causing climate change to happen, because that would be, this was a fact that said the amount of carbon in the atmosphere is greater than it's been. Nobody's arguing against that, and that got deleted. All right, we're gonna come back with more. We're gonna take a quick break.